start. Okay. So now tell me, Ambika, Anku, Arushi, Jyoti, Manikant, Shivam, and Shivani. You want to ask anything from the yesterday session?
No,
No.
nothing.
Great. It means I'm teaching
No.
well. It means I'm teaching well. Okay. Uh, okay. Let me proceed. So,
Yeah.
okay. Let me close all the things here. चलिए इसको complete करते हैं and we will jump to the your code. Your this is 16. So let me, as you can say that. We have discussed in the previous session, we have discussed about the Java, that what is the traditional approach, what is the why we use the ID for that. Then we have talked about the package concept, that the purpose of using the package concept so that we can keep our Java files or other type of files in a systematic way, and we can update or manage the files easily. Okay, this was the concept. Now today I'm going to discuss about the class. What is class? So now first of all, you can tell me about your views. What is your understanding? What is class? And you can tell me the meaning, not in respect of Java. Any, just think about that you are using this word in your daily life, in your English speaking, that this is class. So what do you mean by class? Anybody want to share?
Kind of category.
Category. Okay. Yeah, this is very close. Not exactly
Category.
close. You are
Same qualities.
same qualities. Excellent. Excellent. This is more accurate. Yeah. Other than that, Jyoti, you want to tell something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say like where there are collection of like for example, if we are in a standard, if we are in a first standard, so everybody will be of same age group or will be having same subjects. So
Yes. Yeah,
it's a
exactly. So
collection of people. Yeah,
collection of people. Yeah. Tell me. You are saying the right thing. Yeah. Tell me. Collection of people.
which have all the same qualities.
Excellent. 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 Clapping for you. You are very, very, you can say not very close. You are exactly the same thing. What happens that, let me, you can say, furnish it more. Otherwise, this is the exact definition, that a class is something like that. When you are defined some, you can say you are making a group and you are defining the group, the properties on which you are actually trying to create a group, or you are trying to create a category. So if you want to understand it in a proper way, first understand that what you will say, when you are defining a class, you define few things, like you have told that all the students using the same subject, same age group. What these called? These are called properties. These are called characteristics, or sometimes you can say these are called features, right? तो सबसे पहले if you want to now same thing you understand in the concept of Java. तो Java में जब हम बात करते हैं, when we are talking in Java, what is class? Same thing is there. ठीक है? So if you somebody have heard the definition, or you have you can say just dig the definition from the internet, you will get the first definition, that is called class is a collection of objects having similar properties. Okay, the class is a collection of objects having similar properties. Now the things comes into the mind, what is objects? Okay, so the thing is that the object is same concept which is coming from the real world. Okay, I will give you the example. In this world, everything is a object. Everything is object. Maybe if you have attended my demo session, I've explained the same thing there, that everything in this world is is an object. I am an object, you are an object, pencil is object, pen is object, any living thing is an object, any non-living thing is an object. So in short, you can say everything in this world is a object. So if you want to see that, if you I will can you give the funny example also. If you have seen the movie Munna by MBBS, anybody who have seen that movie Munna by MBBS, the first part I'm talking about, anybody say yes or no?
Yes, Nitish.
Yeah, so if you have seen that movie, in that movie is what was happening, the whole story was depend on you can say flashback story of a patient who was sitting on a wheelchair. So the dean of that movie, he always use a particular term for that patient. He don't say that the name of that patient, he simply use the subject. The
Subject.
object is not working, and reason is that because in science, also in the science, everything is an object. On the basis of that object, they decide that okay, this object whose some properties are not working properly. On the basis of that diagnosis, that some properties are not working, they are going to provide the treatment for them. Human is an object. For them, animal is an object, but only the, you can say, properties are different, so the treatment will be different. So in short, again, in this word, everything is an object. So now definition says that class is a collection of objects having similar properties. Now we understand that object means everything in this word is an object. So in the class, we are trying to create a collection of such objects which contains or which has the same property. Now, what are those property? Okay, as Jyoti told, like if we talk about the class of class standard fifth, something like that, if we are, it means there is a property age. So every person, every object which is going to having the property in this word of a age group, okay, a subject, these property, if they hold, they comes under one group. Now, for example, if you want to see the real example, if I want to create a group of student, means all the students from this world, I want to filter under this group. So one property can be roll number. Yes or no? You know that every student in this world should have the property roll number. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So again, you will see if anybody is coming in this world, definitely it will come under the student group if it should have a name. Any person who cannot come under the student group without any name. Yes, because at the time of enrollment, it is the mandatory thing, right?
Yes.
Third thing, you can take so many properties. I'm just talking about few one. Again, the property name is a school, because the thing is that if there is a student, definitely it is a part of any school. It can be a small school, it can be big school, it can be organization, but indirectly it is a school. So now I have filtered a group from this whole world, that all the person means all the objects which are having these three properties: student roll number, student name, and student school, they will come under my this group. We can add on or more properties. In the same way, we can add like student marks, student subject, so many properties I can add. Student is standard, like student class, these property we can add it. So you got it, that what is class? Class is a collection of objects having similar properties, and in the same basis, on the same basis, when a developer creates a class, design a class, he mentioned these properties. Is it okay? So I will create,
Yes, yes.
so I, in the same way, if I will try to create another class to give you more understanding, if I'm creating a employee class, that is more closer to the, you can say, student class. Only the difference is that in this case, the first property will be employee ID. Yes or no? Because in the case of employee, there is no concept of roll number. They use the concept of employee ID, right? Other properties, can you tell me, like employee? Definitely there will be employee name. Without any name, nobody is going to hire any employee. Okay. Now employee, company, yes or no? Here
Yes.
company means any organization, something like that. Other properties like company, somebody in the last demo session told me employee department. Yeah, definitely. So these type of properties, you are keep on adding the properties, and as you are adding the more properties, you are making a more refined group, more refined class. This is clear?
Yes.
So now for the timing, let me remove these things from here. Let me come back to the student, because we have talked about the class, that how we can create a class. When we define the name of the class, okay, and we define the name of the class, then we define some properties. Now the question comes that when we define some property, definitely we are going to save some value. These property are going to save some value. Like Jyoti told us that, suppose take the example, if it is a property like some age, so definitely there is an age group. You can say, for example, if there is a person is the student, or you can say the kid is in the range of 3 to 5 or 3 to 10, there is an age group. But every student, some have some specific age, like 3, somebody is 3 years, somebody is 3.4, something 5.4, something like that. So definitely, if you want to hold some value in a property, you should define the type of data. Are you getting my point? For example, the roll number type can be numeric, right? It means you want to store numeric type of values in this property. In case of name, the value can be alphanumeric, because name can be numeric as well as alphanumeric, right? So how you define this property, how you tell your class, your Java class, that this is the name of the property, that is okay, but what type of data it is going to hold. Okay, so for that purpose, just before the name of the property, you define its data type. It's called data type. So for example, here I will say int. When I'm saying int means it is going to hold numeric value. Int is telling that it is a data type which is only holding numeric complete numbers. Okay, now when you are saying that student name, you want to hold a alphanumeric data. Alpha, if you want to hold alphanumeric data, you are going to tell the data type will be string.
String.
Okay, in the same way, other type of data I can tell you, like if you take the example student age. Suppose you want to store the student age in the form of decimal. You want to consider the decimal also. So in this case, integer data type will not be applicable. It will be float. Float means you want to store the data with decimal values like 2.5, 3.5, something like that. So in this manner, we have so many types of data types in the Java, which you can use for storing the value according to your need. Is it okay? So for the time, you can say time to time, when we learn few other things, I will keep on updating what type of data types are those. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay, so where now today again you have learned when we are designing a class, we have to write something like that, public keyword, then class, then name of the student, and how we define the class on the basis of the properties. We define the properties, we decide the properties, then decide their data type. Now you have seen that every time when I'm writing something, I'm using a semicolon. So why I'm writing the semicolon? I told you yesterday, what is the purpose of
Statement of
semicolon?
Completion of statement.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Exactly. Excellent. Excellent. Because this is the right state thing, that whenever you are writing anything you are writing in your Java coding, you have to tell that one statement is completed. So this one statement, when it is going to execute it at runtime, when I will run this program, run this class, it is going to understand that this is the first statement is completed. And in first statement, what it is going to do, it is going to define a property with its data type. It will understand I have to define a property for this class and with data type int. Again, in the second statement, it will say that I have to define a property student name and the data type will be string. So in the same way, it will keep on executing three statements, 1, 2, and 3. Is it okay? So now again, the thing is that you have created a class, you have defined the properties. Now the thing is that how you are going to use this property. If somebody want to present this property in the real world, again, take the example. So in the demo, again, I have given the example. Suppose take the example, Jyoti opened a school. You can say open a school, class is there, everything is there, but no student is there. So if anybody want to come and audit that class 7th is working properly or not, they can audit or not? They can audit or not?
Not yet.
No, reason is that when somebody come to audit the class 7th is working or not, definitely they will come to the class and they will try to stand up, or you can say select any student from the class and then start asking the questions, right? But there is no student. So it means if you have just created, you have just created the structure of a class, but if the actual object is not there, actual persons are not there, it cannot be used. It cannot be presented in the real world. Yes and no? Again, I can give the example. Sometime you will see people see the definition of a class, that class is a blueprint. Class is a blueprint. Now tell me, anybody know what do you mean by blueprint? Anybody know what do you mean by blueprint? Movies to dekhte hoge. You have not seen the movies?
It is just the basic structure of what it is happening.
Like architect जिसमें सारी की सारी information हो A to Z.
Exactly. First of all, I'm very happy that you are interacting with me, and this is the good. I'm assuring you, whoever person is trying to interact with me, trying to give the answer, trying to debate with me, definitely he or she will learn. Okay, because this is the way I will understand that what you are thinking about the concept and what I'm telling. So we should be in sync. Okay, thank you. So now, yeah, you're right. Blueprint is something like that. You can say structure. It is an architecture. It is a structure which tells that how this thing will be look like when it will be implemented in the real. For example, blueprint is something like you have seen that in the Hollywood movies, on the Bollywood movies, when one country you can say build a missile, something like that. Another country spy want to track of that. He just chase the blueprint. He don't want to steal the missile. He always try to steal the blueprint. The reason is that blueprint is a structure. When he will just get that blueprint, he can create multiple real copies of the missiles. But same time, tell me, he will steal the blueprint, but he can trigger a missile from that blueprint or not? No. For triggering a missile from this blueprint, first of all, he has to create a real missile. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it means class is same way. Class is just like a structure. You have created a structure that this is a group of a student which contains the property student, roll number, everything is there. But when you want to use it in the real world, in the real scenario, you want to use it, you have to create the real instances, real object of this class. And how you are going to create that is that I'm going to tell you now. Okay. So for that, I'm going to create a function in this class. So before that, let me show you. When I right click on this class and just go run as, are you able to see one option is there, only run configuration. You are not getting an option run as Java application. So I'm just going to create PUB. I'm just going to create a function. I will tell you about the type of every details about the function, but for the timing, let me public static void main. String and args. Okay, now you will see. Now after writing this function, if I right click on this class and we'll say run as, this time are you able to see this new option, run as Java application? Okay, so for the timing, you have to understand what happens whenever you create any class and you want to run your code. Whatever instruction you want to run, whatever instruction you want to execute, it executes from the main function. Means Java only knows that it will start executing the main function, the statements which is written within this block. For example, I'm going to write one statement, SYSO for printing something God, or you can say start program, STRT start program. So when I run this program, what will happen? This instruction will run at runtime, but this instruction will not be run at runtime. Got my point? Our class X, our program start from main function. So what will happen? Hamara kya hoga? What will happen? When I run this command, run as Java application, actually our JVM or Java starts our program from the main function. It comes to within this block, and it start executing the statement. It contains one statement, so one is there. If it contains two statements like start program and end program, so we'll execute two statements. Is it okay? So
Yes.
I will tell you about all the things about this public static void main, everything I will tell you about the function. But before that, let me tell you about the objects. Okay, chaliye, kya? Now, how you can create the object of a class? Whenever you want to create an object of a class, real object, real instance, you want to create a real instance, real object of a class, you have to write this code, new and name of the class. Okay, name of the class. Okay, so yeah, in this way, when this code will run, let me remove this code so that let me make it very, very simpler. So when this code will run, you will not able to see any impact on the console, but definitely the impact will be on the memory side. So when this code will run, it will create a real object, real instance of this class. Is it okay? If we want to create a two real instance of the class, we are going to write this code. This is a statement again. In this case, how many objects will be created at runtime? 2. Now the question is that when I'm saying that this object is created at runtime, what do you mean by creating the object? If I'm not able to see any impact on the console, then what is the impact? Okay, so for that
Just
purpose,
memory is created.
sorry?
Just a memory is created by, with
Yes.
some random.
Yes, exactly. What is happening here? You can assume that this is this big rectangle you can treat as the complete memory. Okay, so now just see what happens when your program starts. Your control will come to the line number, this line number. So it just execute this statement, and then the purpose of this statement is to create the object. So how it create the object? First of all, when it comes to the line, it goes to the particular class name. So I'm just clicking control and click. You will see it will go to this class. It is going to the class name. Okay, why I'm telling you this thing? Because reason is that you can write this code not in within same student class. You can try to create the object in the another class also. So in this case, what will happen? When it will run this code, it will go to the particular class. Just see, control and click on student. Just tell me where it is going. Where it is going? When I'm clicking in the student class, I'm
That
clicking on the
particular
student.
class.
It is going to the student class. Reason is that whenever you have written the code in the other class, employee class, or you have written the main function in the same class, when this code will run, it will just go to the student class and then check how many properties are defined there. How many properties are defined there. On the basis of that, first of all, it will allocate a big memory in the whole memory. It will allocate this big memory.
Is
Okay,
it with respect to only main method, or with respect to any method?
any method, anywhere you have written this statement. Okay,
Okay,
here only
got
the way is that because the thing is that I told you the start definitely when you are writing a class, you are starting your automation or you are writing your any code, definitely there should be the entry point, right? So this main function is
Yeah.
just working as a entry point. Okay, so that because the
Okay.
thing is that you will otherwise what will happen? This is one instruction, this is another instruction, this is again instruction. So where the start, where your execution should be started? So it is decided by the Java that your program should be start within the this function and one by one from this line. Is it okay?
Yes.
Now when you have click on this, when this line will be executed in the memory, it will create a big location, something like that, for the object. And it within this object, it will see that how many properties are there. It sees that it contains 3 properties. So within this memory, it will allocate 3 internal places for the properties. Like one is for student roll number, second is for what was that? I think it was name, and third one was for
Depart.
student school. So it will now whenever it assigning it is allocating some memory within the object. This memory is defined. What will the size of memory? It depends on the type of data. If it is if it is integer, maybe the size of that memory will be 2 byte or 4 byte. For the string, so for every type of data, it allocates different size of memory, and it is taken care by the Java. You don't need to worry about that. You simply define that you want to store numeric data. So now it will define 3 properties. One properties. So first you can say it will define for student roll number. Let me make it small. So you can say you have defined this first in object. The first location is for student roll number. Second is for student name. And third one, you can take the example. This is for school. Is it okay? Okay. So now
Yes.
this instruction is completed. This instruction is completed. Now your control semicolon is there. Construction instruction is completed. Now the control will go to the line number 11. In 11, same thing will happen. It will again see, oh, new is there. It means somebody want to create the object. Which object? Which is written after the new keyword. It is written student. It means again somebody want to create the object of a student class. Same thing will happen. It will go to the student class and just see the all the properties. So same thing will happen. It will again allocate a big memory, something like that. This I have shown you this circle, and within that memory, it will again create the object properties location. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now this thing will happen in the same way. If I will write
So
third,
how will it identify as a unique identifier? Like, will it take the integer as an automatic primary key, or it has its own ID?
No, now currently what is happening actually is something like that. Again, you have asked very, very good question. Just think about that. I told you that is Jyoti opened a school. She has opened a class there. Now, every student is coming into the class, but till the time she is not assigning any particular roll number, she do not aware about the name of the student. Every student is on the same page. Yes or no?
Yes.
है ना हर we simply say that it is a student of this class, but I don't know what is his roll number, what is its name, what is school name, because I know that he's a student of this class, but we cannot uniquely identify every student uniquely. Yes and no? So
Okay.
same thing is happening here. I've created one object, second object, third. Every object in the memory. Currently, you can say we have 3 objects, but all the objects are not unique. Yes or no?
Okay. Got it.
And how they are unique? Definitely they are unique, but in terms of memory, for you, every object is same. In memory, they are unique. Reason is that because every object is occupying a different memory. Every object is getting a different memory location. सबका क्या होता है? एक एड्रेस होता है. तो इन तीनों का एड्रेस अलग होगा. But in terms of programming, आपके प्रोग्रामिंग के हिसाब से तो क्या होगा? Every object is same. क्योंकि हर स्टूडेंट के पास कोई नाम नहीं है, हर स्टूडेंट के पास कोई नेम नहीं है, and no students have a school name. Yes or no? Haji, yes or no?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now the thing is that currently all are same. That's why I'm saying that if you write this line of code, 3 objects will be created in the memory. Now, the thing is that before telling you about the properties, I want to tell you one thing. I told you this is the semicolon, one statement is completed. If the control goes to the next line, it doesn't take any. If you are not making a relation with the previous line, it do not interact with the previous line. Means once the control goes to the next line, control cannot make any relation with the previous line. Okay, now tell me, suppose I have created 3 objects. Now, if I will execute, if I'm available at line number 12, I want to assign some values for this project, this object in the memory. Can we do it? Are you getting my question? At the time of running, if my control is on line number 12 and I want to assign some property to the first object, can I assign it?
No, not yet, because it is not defined.
Now, reason is that because once the object is created in the memory, and after that, I just came to the line number 13. Now, when the control is on line number 13, I cannot access the first object. I cannot access the first object because I created the object. But where I'm storing, is there any reference I take? I have just, you can say, made for it. I have created any reference for it. Okay, so let me explain with another funny example. Suppose take the example. You can imagine memory just like a big room. Okay, and now you can assume that. Just hold for 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I was here. Yeah. When the control will come to the line number 13, you cannot interact with the object which is created on line number 10 because you have not created the object. So I was giving the funny example that you can assume the memory, the whole memory as a big room. Okay. Now you can just think about the, for example, I'm just asked, I requested Jyoti to stand in front of that room, outside that room. And what I'm just giving, I'm just giving same size of different balloons, same size and same color. I just give to Jyoti and asked him to throw it within the room. Okay, so now she thrown first, second, third, fourth balloon. She has just thrown into the room. Okay, now the condition is that she cannot enter into the room because it's a, I'm just example, it is a memory. Okay, and Jyoti is just like a program. Jyoti is just like a program who has created the different objects. So different objects, just like these balloons, she created different objects and thrown into the memory. Now tell me, if I will ask Jyoti to pinch the second or third balloon, can she pinch? You are getting my question? Can she pinch?
No, she
No.
won't give.
No, reason is that all the objects, I told you all the objects, something one challenge, because the objects are floating in the memory in that room and she isn't standing outside the room. Okay, and there is no control. She has not done anything so that she can take control on these objects. If I ask this thing that I'm going to give this type of scenario, I told this thing Jyoti in the starting. Maybe Jyoti can take a clever decision. And what was that decision? Before throwing that balloon, each and every balloon, before throwing each and every balloon in that room, she can tie the balloon which a thread, and the second side of that thread she can tie on her finger, first finger. Yes or no? Before throwing the second balloon, she can tie the thread with the balloon, and the second side of that she can bind with the second finger. In the same way, third finger, in the fourth finger, now she can throw. But now tell me, this time if I will ask Jyoti to pinch the second balloon, she can simply do one thing. She can simply twist the second finger. Yes or no? Because second finger thread is pointing to the second balloon. Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you getting my point? Everybody is getting this point? That now
Yes.
the object is floating in the memory, that balloon is okay. Jyoti as a program is sitting outside the memory room. But now before throwing it in the memory, before creating it in the memory, she has made a relation. She just used her one finger to point one balloon, and the relation is maintained with the help of that thread. Is it okay?
Yes.
So now same thing we can do here. Whenever you are creating an object in the memory, at the same time you can create a reference for it. How it is created? Whenever you are creating the object, at the left side you can do one thing. You can create a reference, like you are giving a reference name. I'm using that S1. S1 is the reference name for my first object. So whenever you are creating a reference, you have to tell the type of that reference. So before this reference name, you will just use the name of the class student which you are using for your reference. So actually reference is different thing, object is different things. So in the single line you are trying to do one thing. When this code will run, it will create the object, and before completing the statement, it will create a reference and point this reference to this object. Is it okay? तो ये क्या करेगी? How this line is going to be work? This code will, before creating this object, it will create a reference something like this S1, and it will make a pointer to S1 to this particular object. This is okay or not? Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes.
ठीक है?
Yes.
And sometime you will see we can write these two things in separate lines also. Now here we are doing two things in the same statement: creating the object, creating the reference, and equal to assigning. We can do it in the two ways. Like how can do? In the first statement, I have decided that I want to create this reference. I just created the reference because reference can be created alone. Yes or no? Yes, no, I decided I want to create a reference. Further, I will decide this reference is going to point which object. Yes or no? So we can do one thing. In the line number 10, I created a reference S1. I'm telling the reference name is S1 and the type of reference is student. It means it can point any student object. And in the next line, I'm writing only this thing, S1 equal to new object. This is mandatory because when I create the object, same time I will assign the reference. Yes or no? Anybody have any doubt? What is the object? What is the reference? Object is the actual thing which is stored in the memory, and reference is just to point that object. So that in the program, whenever we want to refer this object, actually we will refer this object using this reference. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to write again the code in the same line. You can write the code in 2 lines also. So it is best advisable whenever you are trying to create a project and object, and you are sure that you are going to use in the future, try to create a reference at the same time, S1 and then S2. This is a good practice, right? Now, what is the benefit? Now at number 9 by 12, you thought, oh, I want to store some property values for object 1. So you cannot hold object 1 directly, but you can point with the help of reference. You will say S1 dot. When you are saying S1 dot roll number, it means, let me write 5. So what will happen when this code will run? When the control will come to the line number 12, it will just see that you are pointing the S1 object and you are pointing the student roll number property of the S1 object, and you want to store 5. So it will directly go to the memory and check where S1 is pointing. S1 is pointing to the first object. So it will store the value 5 in the first memory location. Is it okay or not? Anybody who's not clear, you can tell me. Yes or no? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, Nikesh.
And because for S2 I have already created this one. So let me write this code. Let me write this code already because I've created S2 object also. So S2 is pointing to this one. So in the program, at any line, after 1,000 line of code, if you want to work, if you want to update, if you want to assign something for the object 1, you have to refer S1. If you want to update anything in the second object, you will refer S2. So that's why it is very important to create a reference for any object, because object is referenced by the reference variable. Okay, now you have assigned this thing. Now you want to add some more property for the S1. S1 dot. Take the example, school name. I will say school name. Here I will say, suppose, let me take the example, school name is, let me take the example name, RMG. Okay, now in the same way, now you want to assign some property to the S2 object. So you will say S2 dot student roll number. It will make, suppose take the example, it is 7. Now you will say S2 dot name. I'm writing a student name. So I'm writing the name here. Suppose take the example, I'm writing Manikant. Manikant. So now I will do one thing. Wherever you are doing something, S1 dot, and you are equal to your writing, it means you are fetching the value of the memory and you are assigning something. And when you want to read something from the memory, you have to write only this code. What is? Only this code is reading the value. And when you are writing equal to, it is assigning one value. So now tell me, after this line of code, I am going to write the data for the first student. So let me double quotes S1 roll number. So I want to print it, semicolon, let me print it, plus S1 dot roll. Okay, now I want to print I want to read the value for the S2 school student name. Name, let me write name. So here I will write S1 dot student name. Okay, now I will read the value for S1 school name. S1 school name, SCHOOL. Okay, now same thing I'm going to write for second student. I want to print. So SOP is the statement. This statement is used to print some values on the console. Is it okay? Whenever you want to print some values on your console, you can use system.out.println. And yesterday I told you about the shortcut key. What was that? SYSO and control space. Okay. Now let me run it. Now tell me what will be the output? क्या output होगा उसका? Just see. देखो, if you focus for the first student, what value you have stored in the memory for roll number 5? You are getting yes or no?
Yes.
And for the first student, have you stored any value for the name here?
No.
No. For name, you have not stored. If you have not stored, it means when nothing is stored in the memory, by default, it stores it's not exactly the value, something like that. Null. Null means nothing. So if you are stored nothing in the property value, it is stored null means it is telling nothing is stored. Now tell me, for the school name you have stored RMG. So where S1.RMG, where it will be stored? In the school name of first one, right? For the second, S2.roll number 7 will be, where 7 will be go? Where 7 will go? S2 roll number. Yes or no? And where this Manikant will go? In the name property of S2. So that's why you are able to see which values you have assigned that are getting, and if you have not assigned some value, for that it is fetching the null. Is it okay? Ye clear hai? कि जो भी वैल्यू असाइन करोगे that will be reflected. Here I am trying to read the value. ऐसे हम read कर रहे हैं, है ना? When I am reading, it is fetching the value from the same location. S1 means it is fetching the location S1 student name. Is it okay?
Yes.
Haji, yes or no? Now I'm going to do the proper thing. For the first person, for the first object, I want to make this S1 object to present one student of my class. So let me take the example. I can take roll number 5, and I will take the example of Jyoti. Jyoti. So now S1 is the object which is presented student Jyoti. So it have three properties: roll number 5, name is Jyoti, and school name is RMG. In the same way, if I will talk about the second student, I will say S1 dot school name equal to, suppose take the example, anything else. You can say PQR, some school name is there. Suppose the school name is different. Okay. So because I have told you that we are creating a group of students, but I'm not telling that we are creating a group of students for same school or different school. Yes or no? So it can be the school name for the another object can be different. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now if I run the program, you will see the output, and I'm sure that you will get the output. That 5. I've got
It should be S2
is to
for PQR.
for yes, and it should be S1.
S1 for
Yes,
Jyoti.
yeah, you guys are so sharp. You guys are so sharp. Yeah, now let me run it. You can say we can make the faults, but computer cannot. Okay, he is assigning the values as per your code. So you can say 5 of S1 roll number is 5, name is Jyoti, school is RMG. For S2, the student name is Manikant, and the roll number is 7, and the school is PQR. Is it okay? Okay.
Yes.
Now this is the scenario when usually you create the properties. Now the thing is that when you create the structure, it is something that I told you that this is a blueprint. This is a structure of a class. How you want to define your group, you can create it. Now the thing is that you will see, I'm going to add one property here. In the school property, I'm going to add a keyword static. When I'm going to add this property, you will see I've only added one more property in the structure of student property. Now I'm going to run it. You will see there will some difference in the output. So anybody can tell me what will be is there any difference in the output, or it will be same? Are you able to see any difference in the output, or it is still same?
Different. It's different.
Where it is the difference? Can you tell me what is different?
Student school name for S1 is different.
Yes, you can see here this time the school name for both you can say the school name for both the students, for Manikant and Jyoti, the school name it is giving PQR. But you know that for the first one you have assigned it RMG, and the second student you have assigned it PQR. So now the question is that why you are getting this thing. Okay, let me run it again, because I added this line so that you can make a difference, first detail and the second detail. Okay, now I will tell you how you are getting it. So in interview, somebody asks you that if you have defined some property and the property name, you have defined some keyword that is static. What do you mean by the static keyword? Whenever you are using the keyword static, it means it is shared property. Means you want to make this property as a shared property. Is it okay? You want to make this property as a shared property. And when we need it, you simply try to understand. Suppose somebody want to create a school there where they want the school name should be common for all the persons. If you are creating a structure for a particular school, before it, when I created a property without a static and it was not shared, you are creating a structure of a student which can be from any school. But this time I want to create a structure of a student which should be belongs to a particular school. So I made my property as a static. So that's why you are able to see when I'm running this program, every student is getting his school name to the PQR. Is it okay? You are getting this thing?
Yes.
Now how it is working in the memory, why it is giving output in this way? Because you have defined RMG from S1 student, then for S2 you have defined PQR. Now the question is that why it is not giving RMG as an answer? Why it is taking PQR? Okay, so now the answer is that again try to run this program in the same scenario. Let me first of all control Z from here. Okay, this is your whole memory. Again, suppose you have used this structure. What happens when this program runs? When this line will run, what it will do? I told you it will create an object in the memory. And how it will create the object in the memory? It will first of all go to the structure of the class. When it go to the structure of the class, it will say there are three properties are there. Okay, and it has seen two properties, student roll number and name are non-static, and one property is static. So what it will do? It will first of all, it will create an object in the memory, something like the same way. Okay, but this time what will happen? For the non-static property, it allocates the memory within the object area. It allocates the memory within the object area. Okay, so now it means for non-static property like student roll number, it will allocate a space within the memory of object. For the student name, it will allocate the memory within the object space. But when it finds that, oh, this property is static, it means it is shared. For this property, it is going to assign the memory outside the memory of object, something like here. Is it okay? तो क्या करती है, जो भी प्रॉपर्टी आपकी स्टैटिक होती है, ये इसके लिए आपकी ऑब्जेक्ट की मेमोरी के अंदर मेमोरी एलोकेट नहीं करती है, इट एलोकेट आउटसाइड द ऑब्जेक्ट मेमोरी. ठीक है, ये ऐसे एलोकेट करती है. एंड व्हेन दिस कोड S1 इज रिफर्ड, S1 हाउ S1 इज रिफर्ड, S1 इज रिफर्ड समथिंग लाइक दैट. Here it is S1, और S1 क्या करेगा, whenever you want to fetch the student roll number or student name property, it will point to this object. And when you want to refer the school name property for the S1, it will refer to this memory. Is it okay? So now just think about that. When this same line of code, control will go to the line number 11. This will run this code. What will happen? Same thing will happen. First of all, it will create an object in the memory with two properties. Yes or no? And it will create the property, it will create the object in the memory with two properties. And when
Yes.
it will see the third one is this shared, is static, so it will just go and try to create the shared location. But it will see, oh, already one shared location is already assigned for the school name. So what it will do, it will not going to create another memory because it is shared. So it will do one thing, it will make a reference S2, and for the two non-shared property, it will refer to the object locations, and for this shared, it will refer to the same location. Is it okay?
Yes.
So this will be the impact on the, let me do one thing. It is a very, very good diagram. So let me copy and paste in your WhatsApp. Maybe sometime you would like to see, you can see here. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, now let me go back. Yeah, so what will happen, this is complete. Now your control, again I'm saying that whenever you are running your program, you're learning, go one by one. This statement is completed, your control will go to this line, yes or no? So it means when the control will go to this line, it is going to store value 5. Where it is going to store the 5 value? S1, yes or no?
Yes.
Student name, where it is going to store?
S1.
S1 student name. Okay, we have two locations with the student name, but one is for S1, one is for S2. Now it is going to store RMG where S1 is pointing for school name, yes or no? So it is
Yes.
going to store it here. Okay, now the control will go to the next statement. S2 dot roll number means where S2 is pointing for the roll number, please store 7. And what is that location? This one. Now S1 want to store student name Manikant, where S2 is pointing. S2 is pointing here. Now S2 want to write the value PQR where S2 is pointing for the school name. This time you tell me S2 is pointing to the same location where S1 was pointing. Yes or no? So it will go to that location and will overwrite the value. Previously, it was stored PQR RMG, but S2 has updated the value from RMG to PQR. Yes or no? Yes or
Yes.
no? Now tell me, if the control will go to the line number 20, S1 will read the value from roll number property for S1. That's it is giving 5. It will store the value for the student name from the S1 memory. That's why it is giving the answer Jyoti. Now tell me, when this control will run at that time, what was the value of a student school variable value for S1? Tell me, what was the value?
PQR.
That's why it was at the time of running S1 also getting the value PQR, because before it S1 has updated the value of RMG to PQR. That's why S1 is getting. Now S1 is also do the same thing. So S1 is referred to its own memory for roll number. That's why getting 7. Own memory of a student. That's why getting Manikant. But when it is referring school name, it is a shared property. So it will again go to the same shared location and it will the value is PQR. Yes or no? Yes or no? Haji, say yes or no.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now you will give me the answer. I'm going to write one, I'm going to make one change in this program. I told you, you have created the object, you have created S1 object, S2 object. So any point of time you can update any value using this reference. So I want to make one change. I want to write, I want to cut this code S1 dot school name, this one, and I want to write at line number 20. Can you tell me what will be the difference in the output now? Or is there a difference or not?
Will replace with RMG.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Excellent. You guys are awesome. Exactly. What is happening? Actually, what is happening in the memory? First person created the memory. It has not assigned anything. But S2 person assigned the location S2 with the value PQR. But after that, S1 updated the value and location is same. So the last value will be updated RMG. So everybody will get the RMG value. Yes or no? So it means it depends on that when you are assigning the value and when you are reading the value. Now my next question is that suppose I cut this code from here and I write this code after line number this one. Now can you tell me what will be the output?
RMG for S1 and PQR for S2.
Excellent. You guys are really awesome. Exactly. Program is still running and doing everything. But only the thing is that it depends on that when you are writing, updating the value and when you are reading. Here you have updated the value for S1 before writing the value by S2. So at that time, when you read the value of S1 school name, at that time, the value of school was RMG.
RMG.
After that, line number 18, S2 updated the value and same time updated the value school of PQR. That's why you are able to see the PQR. Otherwise, if somebody asks you at this line, I'm not printing anything, but what is the final value of a school? PQR. Yes or no?
Yes.
Haji. So it means you are clear on that? Yes or no?
Yes.
So whenever in the structure, now just think about that. I've created the structure for a common school. But now when I make it shared, I created the structure for a particular school. But now there is a drawback in this problem. There is a drawback in the structure. What is the drawback? Now tell me. Take the example. Suppose I want to keep my school name, my organization name RMG. Now Jyoti update the value RMG. That was good. But Manikant made it PQR. I don't want to allow Manikant or any student to make changes to my school name. I want to make it static. I don't want to make it change. Are you getting my point? Hai na?
Yes.
In such a way, if you want to modify your structure, your blueprint in such a way that there should be a property that should be shared, but nobody has a right to change it. You want to make this restriction. So how you can make this restriction? You can use a keyword in your property final. So when you write this final, what happens? What happens? It is start giving you error. What, anybody can read the error for me? कोई मेरे लिए error पढ़ सकता है?
The blank final failed student school may not have been initiated.
Yeah, initialized. It is saying not initialized. So what it is saying? It is saying that you have created a property, but it is not initialized. ये आपको कह रहा है कि initialize नहीं कर रखी है. क्यों error दे रहा है? Now think about that. हमें पता है we cannot give the answer if we will not
Because
see.
we have added final.
Yes, we have added the final, but why it is giving the property? The answer will be given in the flow. Now tell me, suppose for the timing, just think about that. I'm allowing this thing. I'm allowing this thing that is a valid code. चलिए valid code है. Now just think about again the control will run your program and control will go to the first line. जाएगा इस line पे क्या कराएगा? It will create the object. बनाएगा. When it will create the object, it will allocate 3 memory, 2 within the object, 1 outside the object. Yes or no?
Yes.
What do you mean by final? When it will create, when for the first student, it will create this property, it will created in the shared location. But final means when the object will be created. Okay, once the object will be created, this memory will be locked. Final means this memory will be locked. मेमोरी तो बन जाएगी लेकिन इस पे क्या हो जाएगा? लॉक लग जाएगा, कोई से अपडेट नहीं कर सकता है. अब आप इमेजिन करो इफ यू हैव नॉट स्टोर्ड एनीथिंग एट द टाइम ऑफ क्रिएटिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट. अगर आपने ऑब्जेक्ट बनाते वक्त कुछ नहीं रखा है, ठीक है, नहीं रखा जा रहा है, तो ये मेमोरी क्या होगी? इट विल बी ब्लैंक. और अब ब्लैंक, अगर ये ब्लैंक है तो आप मुझे बताओ फ्यूचर में क्या ऐसी कोई वेरिएबल मेमोरी की हम वी आर नॉट वेस्टिंग द मेमोरी, कि हमने एक मेमोरी बना दी बट वी आर नॉट यूटिलाइजिंग इट बिकॉज वी आर नॉट कीपिंग एनीथिंग. इट इज समथिंग लाइक दैट. बट फनी एग्जांपल है कि आप गर्ल्स मे बी अंडरस्टैंड मोर बेटर कि क्या करें. आप घर में क्या लाए इन द किचन, यू जस्ट बॉट ए जार. आप एक जार खरीद के ले आए इन द फॉर द किचन की आई एम गोइंग टू स्टोर सम शुगर समथिंग, शुगर साल्ट समथिंग एट दैट. आपने कहा ला के रख दिया, ठीक है. आपने कहा कि इसको लाने के बाद सपोज समबडी सेज दैट कि लाने के बाद अगर आप तुरंत इसमें कुछ रख देते हो, ठीक है, वरना उसके बाद मैं क्या कर रहा हूं, इसमें आप कुछ भी नहीं रख सकते हो. नाउ इट इज यूजलेस, इट इज जस्ट ऑक्यूपाइंग सम मेमोरी इन योर किचन. स्पेस ही तो ले रही है फालतू, बट यू कैन नॉट यूज इट. यस और नो? तो इसका मतलब एक ही काम था कि कम से कम व्हेन यू आर बाइंग सम सच टाइप ऑफ जार, आपको अगर पता था कि एक बार उसी समय इफ यू कैन पुट समथिंग इन इट, after that you are not allowed to put something. You can get something from it but you cannot put into it. आप क्या करते? लाते ही उसमें कुछ ना कुछ रख देते. जैसे कि यहाँ पे मैं क्या करता, when this object is created in the memory, मैंने बोला जब भी ये create हो उसी समय इसमें क्या डाल दो? RMG. Now think about that. Now this time with code will run, what will happen? When this code will run, it will create the object with this property without value, this property without value. But when this memory will be allocated, same time it will assign the value. Then semicolon is coming. Yes or no? तो क्या होगा इससे? इससे क्या होगा? It will create a memory, it stored the RMG and then lock it. Is it okay? Now nobody can update it. अब देखो जैसे ही मैंने इसको final किया, you can see here all the lines which are trying to update this value are giving the error. RE error. What error you are getting at line number 14? Can anybody read the error for me?
Remove final field student cannot be assigned.
The error is actually the final field student school name cannot be assigned. It is saying that error is that you cannot assign any value to the student. It is saying that if you want a solution for that, solution अगर चाहिए तो क्या कह रहा है? अगर आप you want to make this code valid, आप remove कर दो क्या? Final modifier को school property से remove कर दो. लेकिन हमारा पर्पस तो क्या है? हमारा पर्पस, what is our purpose? So that we can make it unique, we can make it shared and nobody can change it. तो हम ये लाइन लिख ही नहीं सकते, तो हमें एक्चुअली करना पड़ेगा, we have to remove this line. So how we make a comment? अगर if you want to make comment any line which you don't want to consider as a part of execution, you can use double slash. चलिए, now your program is working fine. देखो मैंने अपडेट का कोड कमेंट कर दिया. नाउ यू कैन नॉट राइट दिस कोड, लेकिन क्या यू आर नॉट एबल टू रीड इट? इस पे कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है? नहीं. So it means you can read it. Just see and see the values. I'm running it. Now you are getting the RMG, yes or no?
Yes.
ठीक है. तो whenever in the structure you want to make your structure something like that, your property should be shared at the time. It should not be changed. So actually indirectly you are creating a read-only property. It is something read-only property, or you can say, you have learned this thing in your math also. Constant. What do you mean by constant? That is never going to be changed. है ना? तो आपने क्या बना लिया? This property is working as a read-only property. It is working as a constant. Is it okay?
Yes.
Chaliye. So this is the concept about the static and the final. Now I'll tell you something you can say interesting about the static. I told you, what do you mean by static? Static means is shared. So when it is something shared, that is not related to a particular object. It is shared among all the objects. Yes or no?
Yes.
है ना? तो अब होता है क्या है, जो भी स्टैटिक प्रॉपर्टी होगी जब भी वो मेमोरी में बनती है, वो मेमोरी में कब बन जाती है? एक बार आपकी मेमोरी में जब आपका ऑब्जेक्ट, जब आपका क्लास, व्हेन द स्ट्रक्चर कम्स इनटू द पिक्चर, जब स्ट्रक्चर आपका बनने में आता है मेमोरी में, सबसे पहले वो किसको बनाता है? शेयर्ड प्रॉपर्टी को. क्योंकि शेयर्ड प्रॉपर्टी का मतलब क्या है कि इट इज गोइंग टू बी शेयर्ड. आपका ऑब्जेक्ट हो, मेमोरी में ऑब्जेक्ट एग्जिस्ट करता हो या ना करता हो, लेकिन शेयर्ड प्रॉपर्टी तो ऑलवेज विल बी देयर. यस और नो? हाँ जी. चलिए मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ. आप मुझे बताओ, आपने यू हैव डिसाइडेड, ज्योति ने डिसाइड कर लिया कि इन माय स्कूल नेम विल बी शेयर्ड. हर स्टूडेंट को स्कूल नेम अपना रीड करने का राइट है, बट नोबडी कैन चेंज इट. तो उसने स्कूल नेम जब फाइनल बनाएंगी, सो व्हाट यू विल डू, what she will do, she will decide the name in the starting of the school. Yes or no? RMG. तो RMG क्या किया यहाँ पे उसने RMG डिसाइड. अब स्कूल में बच्चे एडमिशन ले या ना ले अभी, बट स्टिल द नेम विल बी RMG. Yes or no?
Yes.
इस प्रॉपर्टी का किसी ऑब्जेक्ट के जनरेशन से कोई मतलब नहीं. ऑब्जेक्ट आए या ना आए, किसी स्कूल में एक भी बच्चा किसी क्लास में ना हो, लेकिन स्कूल का नाम तो पहले ही डिसाइड हो जाएगा. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज स्टैटिक एंड फाइनल. अब इसका व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस थिंग, इट मींस व्हेनेवर समथिंग इज स्टैटिक, इट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू अ पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट, इट इज रिलेटेड टू द entire class. So that's why a facility is given there कि जब भी whenever you are trying to refer any static property, you don't need to, it is recommended that don't do it, sorry, you don't need to use the object or reference. आपको object reference की जरूरत नहीं है, use करने की जरूरत नहीं है. That's why I'm saying it is not a mandatory thing. If you are able to see, are you able to see in the line verse 17 and 18, below the student name you are not getting any yellow line, but below the student school name you are able to see a yellow line. Are you able to see? एक yellow line दिख रही है यहाँ पे, एक alert message दिख रहा है, दिख रहा है?
Yes.
अगर आप इसको एरर को, if you go and read the error, it will saying that static field student dot school name should be accessed in a static way. It is not giving any error. ये कोई error नहीं दे रहा आपको, but it is recommending. It is a warning. ये आपको एक warning दे रहा है कि आप अगर अपने student name को एक static property बनाया है, तो मैं आपको advice दूंगा इसको use करने का एक तरीका होता है. That is the good way. You can use it in this way, that is okay, but what is the good way? Instead of using a particular object, you should use the class name student. So jab bhi whenever you want to refer any static property, because it is not related to a particular object, तो आप क्या करोगे? You will use the name of the class. Is it okay?
Yes.
हाँ जी. Yes or no? आप देखो, आप जब आपको इसको करना है तो you have decided, आप क्यों? क्योंकि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट भी इसको जब चेंज करता है तो you are actually referring, you are not referring to a particular object. आप indirectly किसको refer कर रहे हो? एक shared location को, जो कि किस पे डिपेंड करती है? क्लास. तो static, it is a, you can concept, it is a recommended thing that whenever you are using a static property, static component you are using, don't use object name or reference. यूज ओनली, देखो यहाँ पे भी आप यूज कर सकते थे, इट इज प्रोग्राम में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं आएगा. यू विल सी फॉर S1 ये कोई डिफरेंस नहीं आया ना, लेकिन रिकमेंडेड क्या है कि जहां कहीं भी आप वी आर यूजिंग स्टैटिक थिंग्स, यू शुड रिफर द स्कूल, द क्लास नेम. इज इट ओके? देखो प्रोग्राम में अलर्ट चली गई. इज इट ओके?
Yes.
है ना, बिकॉज स्टैटिक मीन्स शेयर्ड एंड दैट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू. So what we have learned that properties are there, how you can create the object, what is the difference between the object and reference, है ना? And now you have learned that what is static properties, what is non-static. ठीक है? Is it okay?
Yes.
चलिए, little bit we can move little bit more. Anybody want to ask any question? You can ask me. I told you at any point of time you are not getting any concept, you can interrupt me. Don't wait to complete the session. Interrupt me, Pradeep. I'm not getting this thing. Please complete this. Give me the complete understanding. Then you can move. Okay. So anybody want to interrupt me, or I should go? Good to go.
Yes.
Great. It means I'm teaching well. बीच बीच में अपनी तारीफ करनी चाहिए ना. So I'm teaching well. Okay. So let me go. So we have learned this thing now. Now you will see we have talked about so much about the object. Now second thing which is comes under, you can say, under this thing, you have defined this class. Now you have seen, you have written this code. Let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. I can do one thing. Let me remove this code from here. And let me remove this code. Or we can do, let it as it is. Now do one thing. Tell me where I'm trying to create the object of the class. Where I'm trying to create the object of the class. In the same class. Student class is there. Main function is in the same class. Yes or no?
Yes.
चलिए अब एक काम करते हैं. I'm going to do one another interesting thing. जैसी main function मैंने यहाँ बनाया है, इस main function को copy करते हैं. Just to make sure कि जो object I'm just creating, I'm not creating in the same class. I'm creating in the other class. चलिए दूसरी class में बनाते हैं. Now tell me, are you getting any error here? कोई error आ रही है?
Mhm.
नहीं, ये तो error देना शुरू कर दिया. देखो यहाँ पे. Are you getting the error line number 10, 11?
10 or
Yeah.
11.
So can anybody read the error for me this time?
The
The
field
fields
is
to
Not visible.
is not visible.
Yes, it is saying that student dot student roll number is not. It is saying that इसको line number 8 में कोई problem नहीं हुई. It has no problem at line number 9. It means it at runtime it can create the object. But when you are assigning the value student roll number for S1, it is saying that this field is not visible. Why it is saying not visible? Only the
Because
difference
we
is
are
that
accessing S2.
yeah. Tell me.
We are accessing S2 at that time, not S1. Is it or
No. This is not the
No,
reason.
it's not
Oh.
inheriting the student class. Uh,
Now, only the difference is that here one thing comes into the picture. I will show you one interesting thing. I will go to the student. I will do one thing. I am just going to write one thing in front of every property. Let me take the example.
public?
Yes,
What?
in the employee, you are getting the error on roll number, student name. You are getting the problem in both the things. You will get the problem in school name also, but I have commented. So you are getting the student roll number. You are getting the error on both lines. Yes or no? Just and go
We'll make them public.
public. So now when you make it public, you will see the error will be gone from the student roll number. Now it is only coming in student name.
Name.
Now go and create the structure and make it public. It will also gone from here. I'm not using the school name, but if I will uncomment that thing, it will give the problem. So I will make it public. Now the question is that why there is a need when you are creating the object of a class within the same class, you are not getting any error, but same thing when you are creating any other class. It is something like that. Student class object created by same student class is utilized by some other class, but why you are getting the error? There will be a third scenario also. What is third scenario? Third scenario is that if you have seen, can anybody tell me what is the package of student.java and what is the package of employee.class? That are same or different?
different.
Yes.
Different.
Now I will try to create third scenario. Let me do one thing. Before that, let me remove this public from here. I am removing public from here. Means I'm trying to make it as it is. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Now you are able to see error or employees there, but there is no error on the student Java. Now I'm going to create another class in the same student package. The class is only employee. Let me take the example of Jyoti. Jyot. Jyoti, and let me make it finish. Now just see. Same thing I'm going to do. Same public method I'm going to copy here and paste it in the Jyoti class. Now just tell me you are getting any error? In the Jyoti class, you are getting any error?
No.
No. Now something is different. It means what happening? Only the difference is that student class and Jyoti class in the same package. It means the class which is used and the class
Within
which
the
is
same
using
package.
both are in the same
Same
package.
package.
So, and in that case, you are not getting an error without writing a public in the student properties. So now the question is that it means definitely whenever you are going to create an object of a class in any class, other class, it depends on that whether what is the package of that class. Now three scenario can be there. What is the first scenario? The object is created within the same class. Yes or no?
Yes.
Second scenario, the object is created in the different class, but different class is also in the same package.
Same package.
Third condition, you are creating the object in the different class, but at the same
With
time, the
different
class
class.
is in the different
Mhm.
package.
With
You got,
package.
everybody got the scenario? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
अब आपको मैं दिखाता हूँ कि रियली इट इज अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ दिस और नॉट. अब देखो कैसे स्टूडेंट इज इन द वन पैकेज, एम्प्लॉय इन द अदर पैकेज. मैं आपके लिए काम करता हूँ, मैं इसके पैकेज को चेंज, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू राइट एनी कोड, मैं कोई भी चेंज, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू मेक एनी चेंजेस स्टूडेंट में पब्लिक नहीं लगाऊंगा. आई विल जस्ट रिमूव, मैं इसको ड्रैग कर रहा हूँ एम्प्लॉय को, एंड आई विल मूव इट टू द सेम पैकेज. देखो एरर चली जाएगी. इसको आई हैव ड्रैग इट एंड मूव इट टू हियर. इट इज आस्किंग फॉर अपडेट, से अपडेट. It will take some time, but trust me, it is give you better understanding. हम क्या करते हैं, we keep writing our code or something like that is not the good way to understand. यहाँ देखो मैंने आपके सामने अपडेट किया, कुछ भी नहीं किया है, आपकी एरर चली जाएगी, and it will prove that if you have some property defined in one class and other class is going to create and utilize that property, it will not create a problem if they are in the same package. चली गई employee से error?
Hmm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
देखो चली गई. अगर मैं इसको सेम वापस मूव कर दूं and it will again start getting the, it means first thing is that हम यहाँ पे क्या पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, there is a concept that is called access specifier. Access specifier. Access specifier क्या होते हैं? Now again thing I have told you, हम क्लास में क्या करते हैं, we always try to create a blueprint. हम इसको ऐसे बना रहे हैं कि हम इसको कैसे, how we want to make it in the give into the market. हम इसको मार्केट में देते हुए क्या क्या चीजें इसमें करना चाहते हैं, क्या स्ट्रक्चर बनाना चाहते हैं, that we are defined. So now this time I want to define a structure. हमने क्या बोला कि I want to create a student structure of a class but with some properties restricted. मैं अपनी प्रॉपर्टी को क्या करना चाहता हूँ, restrict करना चाहता हूँ. If somebody will try to create the object of this property in the same class, there is no barrier. कोई barrier नहीं है. ठीक है. Now the second thing is that what happens if somebody want to accept in the another class in the another package, scenario is different, another class in the same package different. So what happens, it is decided by the access specifier which is defined just before the data type. तो सबसे पहला जो data type होता है that is known as private. जैसे ही मैं private करूंगा, आप मुझे ये बताना in which classes you are able to see the error and which classes you are not able to find. किस क्लास में आपको error आ रही है? You are getting the error in both classes?
Yes.
You are getting in the Jyoti class also, yes or no?
Yes.
So it means the first access specifier is called private. If you have defined any property private in your class, and it is not mandated that every property you want to, any property, suppose one property you want to define private, another you want to define public. So all the properties which is defined at private, that can only be accessed within the same class. You cannot even access it outside this class. It doesn't matter the another class is in the same package or not. Private means, it means private. This is only accessible within the same class. Got it?
Yes.
Second property, when you are not defined any access specifier, this is actually known as default. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? It is known as default. When you are not defining, I don't know what was the reason that they have written the code, but this is something like that. They use a thing default. जब आप कोई भी नहीं करते हो specify, तो it was treated as a default. Second access specifier क्या होता है? Default. And what is the property of default? If you are defining any property as a default, then this property can be accessed in the same class. That is okay. And plus it can be accessed in any other class, but that class should be in the same.
Same package.
Is it okay? So we have learned two access. Private means within the class. Default means within the class plus in other class with the condition in the same package. Now the third condition, if you want to make this property available everywhere, is irrespective of whether the class is in the same package, another package, you make it public. When I make it public, every place it will be accessible. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
देखो, now you can see error is gone from every class. Employee में क्यों नहीं गई? Employee में average. अच्छा, actually I made it. You can see here, student school is property is still not public. You are accessing with the help of class, but still it is not public. चलो भी error. Is it okay? Clear a concept? What is the difference between the private, default, and public? You got it?
Yes.
अब एक एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर आपका और बचता है, लेट मी चेक।
Protected.
Protected, you guys are awesome. एक protected बचता है. Now the thing is that what is protected? अच्छा, protected क्या होता है? Protected the protected access specifier is designed for a specific requirement. इसको भी real world से connect किया गया है. कैसे किया गया? Let me give the funny example. For example क्या होता है? If you take the example कि private property क्या होती है? Suppose take the example of your house. In your house, sometimes what happens? Your house is, you can not, this is a very good example, but maybe you can understand. In your house, they have, your house is actually a public thing, yes or no? Because anybody can come to your house, yes or no? They can enter to your house, but after that you can decide the different level of restriction. Like your bedroom is totally private, right? Your drawing area is something different, your kitchen is something. So every space has a different restricted area, yes or no? है ना, सबका होता है ना? So now there is a specific condition where what is that? There should be something which can be accessed by you and your children's. Are you getting my point? कुछ ऐसी चीजें होती हैं आपके एरिया, you want to provide the restriction कि आप यूज कर पाओ और कौन यूज कर पाए? आपके बच्चे. And other than that nobody can use it. तो ऐसे एक्सेस को देने के लिए you have to provide a specific. अब देखो, अगर मैंने यहाँ पे public, suppose take the example, this employee is not your child. Suppose take the example कि एक student class है और employee class है. There is no relation between the student and employee. ठीक है, कोई relation नहीं है. लेकिन suppose take the example कि there is another class in the same different package or same package. I'm creating a class. I will cover this topic separately, but for your understanding I'm just giving, I'm create a class. Suppose take the example of Pradeep. एक प्रदीप क्लास है. प्रदीप की क्लास के अंदर what is happening? I want to give this property for, take the example, इस student नाम property जो है इसको I want to provide, I don't want to provide any external user. मैं किसी external user को नहीं देना चाहता, तो employee को it will not be accessible, yes or no? लेकिन मैं किसको देना चाहता हूं? मैं देना चाहता हूं उसको जो स्टूडेंट क्लास का क्या हो? चाइल्ड हो. ठीक है, वो मैं कॉन्सेप्ट आपको अलग बताऊंगा, लेकिन फॉर द टाइमिंग आपको दिखाता हूं. चाइल्ड कैसे बनाते हैं मैं आपके सामने बना दे रहा हूं. ठीक है, क्या हो गया? अगर अच्छा
इनहेरिटेंस में कवर करेंगे हम.
यस, आई विल कवर इन द एंड, लेकिन आई विल गिव यू ग्लिम्स सो दैट अंडरस्टैंड. तो यहाँ थोड़ी देर के लिए आपको ये लाइन को आप ऐसे देख लो कि आप देख ही नहीं रहे हो. प्लीज क्लोज योर आईज. ठीक है, आप मत देखो. ठीक है, आई एम राइटिंग दिस थिंग बट यू कैन क्लोज योर आईज. सिर्फ आप ये देखना कि मैंने यहाँ पे क्या कर दिया. व्हेनेवर मैं ऐसे क्लास लिखूं तो मैं एक चाइल्ड बनाता हूँ. इसका मतलब होता है व्हेन आई एम राइटिंग प्रदीप एक्सटेंड स्टूडेंट मींस प्रदीप क्या कर रहा है? इट इज अ चाइल्ड ऑफ स्टूडेंट का, एक चाइल्ड को इनहेरिट कर रहा है, और प्रदीप इज वर्किंग एज ए चाइल्ड ऑफ ए स्टूडेंट क्लास. तो यहाँ पे अगर इफ यू वांट टू प्रोवाइड सम प्रॉपर्टी, यू हैव अ ऑप्शन. व्हाट इज दैट ऑप्शन? गो एंड इन योर प्रॉपर्टी एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर you can define protected. जैसे ही मैं protected करूंगा, you will see here when I have say protected here, क्या हो गया? मैंने protected किसको बनाया है? No, what is happening here? It is doing something different. Something s1 dot, what is कहाँ पे गड़बड़ किया है? I'm doing something wrong. No. Student is there. Yes, it is okay. Pradeep accent student. Oh, sorry. I will create the object of Pradeep then. Sorry. Now you see, I will create the object. Instead of creating the object of student, I will create the object of Pradeep. Now I will say, can you tell me this property as student, where is that student name? Student name was the property. Yeah, you can see student property. Are you able to see here?
Yes.
So this property you are able to access is here with the name. I will tell you how you are able to access with the help of this name, but you are able to access. How you are able to access outside the class? Only the thing is that because this property is defined as protected. So I will cover this topic separately because you will able to understand only the things when all the things will covered after the inheritance topic. Okay. So let me remove this thing for time. So anybody want to ask this question? Except
will we get a new object with reference as S1, or will it replace the same S1 if we
no, no, where you are seeing that you're talking about here?
okay, yeah. In Pradeep, like in the child class when we created Pradeep and S1 as reference.
Yeah.
So will it replace the values which are there in S1, or will it create a new variable?
No, it will not create. And reason is that it is something like that. For example, just think about that. It is a student class. This is separate class and this is separate class. So you can do one thing. If you are creating some property, for example, here you are defining a property of student name. You can use same property in the another class, because when you have two different classes, you can use same variable name. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now what happens that when you are saying that when you are using S1, okay, at the time you are able to see that you are saying S1, and for S1 you are the type of object is student class. Okay. And in anywhere else we are using, you can use, you are using in a different class. So in your program, you are able to see that you are using student S1, something like that. In the memory, what happens? Let me show you one interesting thing. I'm showing you SYSO and let me print only S1. Just see what S1 is printing. जब मैं S1 को प्रिंट करूंगा, देखना क्या प्रिंट होता है. It is very interesting thing. कहाँ प्रिंट हो रहा है S1? Are you able to see this line of code?
Yes.
ये क्या प्रिंट कर रहा है पता है? Whenever you are printing a reference, actually it is printing the address of that object. है ना? और एड्रेस कैसे प्रिंट कर रहा है? ये पूरा बताता है उसे. ये आपके एड्रेस का लोकेशन है और ये बता रहा है कि उस एड्रेस में कौन सा ऑब्जेक्ट, किस टाइप का ऑब्जेक्ट इट इज सेव्ड. है ना? Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
चलो अगर मैं आपको देखो, आई हैव रिटन द एम्प्लॉय क्लास बट इट इज गिवन. अगर आप यहाँ पे एम्प्लॉय की जगह स्टूडेंट की जगह एम्प्लॉय का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाते हैं ना, सो सेम इट विल गिव यू. जस्ट सी एम्प्लॉय employee. I will take the E1 and new employee. तो जब भी है फॉर योर, आई टोल्ड यू फॉर योर रेफरेंस इट इज गिविंग E1 E2, है ना? ये आपने अपने प्रोग्राम के लिए बना रखा है E1 E2, बट इन द मेमोरी स्टिल दैट इज अ एड्रेस, है ना? तो एड्रेस देखो क्या है. इफ आई विल राइट E1, तो देखो इसका एड्रेस E1 कैसे प्रिंट करेगा ये. जस्ट थिंक अबाउट दैट. इट इज जस्ट अ मेमोरी लोकेशन. क्या लिखा है इसने? देखो इस एड्रेस पे आपने इस ऑब्जेक्ट को सेव किया एंड टाइप ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट इज सेव एज ए एम्प्लॉय1. इज इट ओके?
Yes. Got it.
तो ये क्या करता है, आप कहीं पे भी बनाओ. अब आपने यहाँ पे जब बनाया होगा, सपोज इस नाम से आपने स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे बना रखा है, इसी स्टूडेंट नाम से आपने यहाँ पे भी बना रखा है, लेकिन जब मैं यहाँ पे प्रिंट करूंगा और वहां पे प्रिंट करूंगा, तो दोनों का क्या होगा? ऑब्जेक्ट टाइप तो सेम होगा बट एड्रेस विल बी डिफरेंट. गॉट इट?
Even if the variable is same, the address type will be different.
Yes, exactly. It is something like that. You can take the example. I'm not saying that two objects are unique in this world, but still sometime assume it. कैसे? For example, चलिए मैं एक ऐसा example लेता हूँ. I'm not saying that 100% सही है, लेकिन you cannot deny it also. For example, चलिए आप ही के बैच में if you take the example, आपका नाम your name is Manikant. So Manikant, tell me, क्या हमारे बैच में कोई एक ऐसा बच्चा नहीं हो सकता जिसका नाम मणिकांत हो? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, यानी कि the first property of name is common. Second thing, क्या ऐसा नहीं हो सकता the person age will also the same like you?
Yeah.
चलिए एज प्रॉपर्टी भी सेम हो गई. थर्ड प्रॉपर्टी जो बची थी, मैंने बोला चलिए कंपनी नेम. क्या ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि आपकी कंपनी में दोबारा मणिकांत नाम से ना आ पाए?
Yes.
तो now tell me, two objects are having the same properties, yes or no, and same values, but still can you say that both are unique or not? Both unique है कि नहीं है?
Yeah. Correct.
बताइए क्यों है? एक रीजन इन इस वर्ड में दैट यू कैन नॉट चेंज इट. टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स कैन बी डिफरेंट, टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स कैन बी सेम इन एवरी एस्पेक्ट, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ लोकेशन कैन नॉट बी सेम. आपकी कंपनी में जहां जिस चेयर पे आप बैठे हो, उस चेयर पे क्या दूसरा मणिकांत बैठ सकता है एट द सेम टाइम?
No.
वो आपके लेफ्ट साइड में बैठ सकता है, राइट साइड में, टॉप में, बॉटम में, बट सो लोकेशन विल नेवर बी same. No, not be same, sorry, it will be always unique. So what you are getting here? Locations. Are you getting my point?
Yeah. Got it.
और real world में that is the fact. No two objects. That's why I'm saying that also God has given us a unique thing that is called DNA. DNA दिया ना, दो लोगों का भी सेम होता ही नहीं है, but still we can say, हम कभी कभी क्या बोलते हैं, अरे वो देखो यार वो दोनों आपस में कितने मिलते जुलते हैं. Reason is that we just try to compare the characteristic, the properties, values. हम कहते हैं देखो दोनों का रंग गोरा है, दोनों की नाक एक जैसी, दोनों की आंख, so at last we can say दोनों एक जैसे हैं. Yes or no? है ना? तो हम ऐसा कहते हैं, but still two objects are always unique in this world. Yes or no? जब हम
Yes.
selenium पढ़ेंगे, then I will also prove this thing that you have multiple elements, but they are unique in terms of their locations. Is it okay?
Yes.
Chali. Now tell me, anybody want to ask me anything else? Because I think for today it is enough. I should not go beyond that. Or we should go?
Yes, we can.
Yes, you are one, you can say one flag, I got it. Anybody?
Yeah, we can go ahead for the other 5-10 minutes.
Anybody? Anku, Arushi, so few things, few person have left. I don't know. They have to do some work. Anku, Arushi, okay. Sorry. So we have done this thing. We have done this thing. So we can talk about a little thing and then we'll bind up. Okay. Should I go?
Yes.
Yeah, small things I'm talking, and the very, very small thing. One other thing, whenever, what happens that whenever you are defining your properties, these are known as properties. These are also known as variables. हम इनको क्या बोलते हैं? Variables भी बोलते हैं. Variables क्यों बोलते हैं? Because they have a specific meaning. When you change the value of a particular thing that is not constant, that is called variable. वो क्या करता है? Vary करता है. आप मुझे बताओ, here you can keep the value roll number 5. Then again you change the value of that. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it is called variables. अब variables जो होते हैं या properties होते हैं, it is depends on that where it is defined. Now just think about that. मैंने क्या किया? I can define this thing here as well as just see I can define same thing within a particular function. कोई error आ रही है? Are you getting any error?
No, but what?
So
Just
what
warning.
happens? Yeah, so yeah, it is just simple giving warning. It is saying that the value of local variable student number is not used. अब मैं आपको बताता हूँ why it is not giving error. Whenever you are defining any property at a class level, class level का एक class level पे whenever defining any property as a class level, this is known as a property. और इसको क्या बोलते हैं? It is also known as instance variable. Instance मतलब क्या होता है? Instance को बोलते हैं object. What do you know by instance means also object. Object को instance भी बोलते हैं. In the daily life, when you talk about with the interview or something like that, they can use the word object or instance. So this is also known as instance variable. Why it is called instance variable? Because whenever you are create any object, then this will come into the picture. Yes or no? जब आप किसी object को बनाओगे तभी. In the same way, when you are creating any static things, this is shared. So this is not called instant variable. These are called also known as class variables because they are related to the class. Yes or no?
Yeah.
है ना? जब आपके class बनती है तभी they comes into the picture. They comes into the picture because this is unique to every object. This is related to the object. This is related to the class. They are known as class variable. Same times when you define anything, something like that within any function, they are known as local variables. They are known as.
Okay.
So now local variables has nothing to do with the class variable. And why it is reason is that I told you in the Java, whenever you are learning, you know this concept of curly bracket to define the scope. Yes or no? हमने आपको बताया था in the first session you can create the multiple classes in the same Java file. So one class will start from it is saying that it's starting of the structure of class and it is the ending of the structure of the class. Yes or no?
Yes.
So same way when you are defining any function, this is the starting of the function and it is the end of the function. If you are writing within any scope, it is nothing to relate with the outside. इसको कोई मतलब नहीं है. आपने यहाँ पे नाम दिया है name, इसको पता है it is related to the school name. If you are defining it this one, it is only available. इसकी life कहाँ तक है? इसी के अंदर. Are you getting my point? So if you are defining any variable within a function, it is called local variable. Local मतलब इसका केवल इसी के अंदर ही मतलब है. Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you can imagine, you can also try to find out some good example from your life. आपके kitchen में अगर कुछ ऐसी चीज होती है, for example, again I'm saying that it cannot be 100% correct, but you can relate it. आपका जो क्या होता है, गैस का स्टोव है, whatever you are using, burner, whatever you are using, that is local one. आप उसे यूज करते हो लेकिन उसको कमरे से बाहर नहीं ले जा सकते. You always try to keep in the kitchen. Yes or no?
Mm.
But your glasses, your spoons, your cups, your plates, that are not local variables. The reason is that you can use within the kitchen, outside the kitchen. Yes or no?
Yes.
ठीक है.
Yes.
Now think about that. Still you are very very rich. आप बहुत अमीर हो, तो आप you can do one thing. आप क्या कर सकते हो? You can keep a stove within your kitchen and you can keep a stove within your drawing and something area. But you can tell me both are different. Yes or no?
Yes.
है ना? जो अंदर है, if you are going to make some changes in your kitchen stove, do you think that will impact the changes on the drawing room stove or something like that? No, because they have own limitation in the kitchen and it is outside. So something which is used within any particular block, that is known as local variable. Got it?
Yes.
तो हम यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं? Sometimes people ask this thing कि आपने यहाँ पे रोल नंबर नाम रखते, you have keep the roll number name here and the same time you have keep the roll number here name. So why, how it is differentiating? Because it is differentiating that when you are not using any variable name within the class, it assumes that this is the property. But when you are using your own student roll number, it is treated as a local variable. Got it?
Yes.
और जो लोकल वेरिएबल होते हैं, दे आर नॉट अ प्रॉपर्टी. तो प्रॉपर्टी को हम कैसे एक्सेस करते हैं? आपने देखा होगा रेफरेंस डॉट. यस और नो? लेकिन जो वेरिएबल्स होंगे लोकल वेरिएबल, दैट आर सिंपली यूज्ड विदाउट एनी क्लास. इज इट ओके?
Yes.
So this is very very important, because sometime you will see this is also impact what is local variable, what is class variable, and what is instance variable. So now again I'm repeating the definition. The properties or the variables which are defined within a particular function, they call local variable. If you are defining any variable at the class level without a static keyword, they are known as instance variable. If you are using any proper defining any variable at the class level with the static keyword, they are called class variable. Only three variables are there: class variable, instance variables, and local variable. I hope you got the clarity.
Which one of them are called global variable?
Yeah, you can see this is something like that called global variable. Why people say global variable? Yeah, why people say it's global? Because as you are
It
going
can be
to
used anywhere.
yes, and you can go to the above level hierarchy. You can think about that. When I'm saying this is the scope of this function, so the boundaries start from here to here. Yes or no?
Yes.
But if I'm saying that you will just, when you will try to extract the body of a student, this body is also a part of a student class. Yes or no? So if you are giving something here, you can access same thing within the function. Yes or no? But if you are giving something in the function that you cannot utilize outside the class. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
आप कोई चीज अगर फंक्शन के अंदर बना रहे हो तो उसको फंक्शन के बाहर इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन अगर आपने क्लास लेवल पे कोई चीज दी है तो वो फंक्शन के अंदर तो इस्तेमाल कर ही सकते हो. सो एवरीथिंग इज विच इज कमिंग आउटसाइड द फंक्शन and declared as the class level, that is come as a global. Yes or no?
So even can the access specifier be protected and still be a global variable if it is defined in the
No.
class level?
No, that's why I'm thinking all the things make combined, all the things you can say all different type of attributes, keywords, try to make a common different type of concept, common or different type of concept. If you are making it final, so that is you're creating a, you can say class variable, but it is read only for everybody, right?
Correct.
Okay,
But still,
now
it can be used in other classes as well.
yeah, it still it can be used in other classes. When you are making it private, now think about that, you are making it private. You're making now it is private, but it is private means it doesn't mean it is not shared. It is shared, but you are only able to use this property within same class. But still it is a shared one. It is a class variable. Yes or no? Because whenever you are trying to create the object in the same class, it will share the same property. Yes or no?
Yes.
But you are not able to access outside. So it is some command. Now, if you are saying that protected, same thing is happening. This is a property which can be accessed, not everybody outside, only the child one, but still the thing is class variable. Yes or no?
But still
So
it
if
is a global variable, right? Because it's a class variable.
sorry.
It is still a global variable, right? Because it comes under class variable. Like if you remove the final,
Yeah.
then it will still be a global variable with
Yes.
respect to
Yes. It
the
is.
child also, right?
Yes. Yes. Actually, the what is happening that this is, you can say, it is trying to define that where property is final or read only. These the things combined together defines how you are going to access it. Okay, static means you are going to access it in the shared way. In the private,
Okay.
you are telling it should be should be accessed within the same class. So you can combine together that private static, these private static, public static, protected, these combined together defines that how this property will be exposed to the outer world.
Okay. So based on that one, where it can be an instance variable or a global variable, right? I
Yes.
mean,
Yes. Now you can say it is a class variable, but you have defined it private. Now it is not a global variable, right?
yeah,
Because you
it can
cannot.
be an instance. It will act as a instance variable in this particular case.
No. It will act as a class variable, but not a global variable, because class means you can use at a class level, but all the things you are only accessible within the same class, not in the other class. So it is a
Yes.
class variable. Still, it is a class variable, but within the same class.
Okay.
And when you are making it public, you can make it available everywhere, right? With the shared one. Now public means, actually public means global. We use the public property, we use the private property. Public means that everybody can use. Got my point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay, I think it is enough. Yeah. Anybody asking something?
Yeah, actually, I want to know the meaning of like the statement which we have written string square bracket argument. So exactly what does that mean?
String argument. Okay, I have not covered a topic that I will cover. What happens that there is a concept that is called array. Are you a little bit aware about the array? Then I can tell you right now. If you're not aware about that, then I have to take the complete, you can say, topic, then I can tell you. Now tell me, what you have a little bit idea about that? Are you getting my question? You have little bit idea about the square bracket array?
No.
हाँ, देखिए आपको नहीं है, इसीलिए आई कैन नॉट टेल यू, लेकिन चलिए फिर भी क्या होता है, आई नेवर लीव एनी क्वेश्चन ब्लैंक, ठीक है? आई विल ट्राई टू गिव यू लिटिल बिट आंसर एंड देन आई विल कवर द टॉपिक ऑफ एरे, तब मैं आपको बताऊंगा व्हाट हैपेंस। जब भी आपने देखा होगा, व्हेन आई एम डिफाइनिंग अ वेरिएबल हियर, आई एम डिफाइनिंग द नेम ऑफ द वेरिएबल एंड बिफोर इट आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग द डेटा टाइप। आई विल टेल यू वन मोर थिंग I can do in such way also. I'm defining a data type int. Okay, I'm defining any property, something like id, and let's make it public, whatever you want to make it. This is the normal way to define a data. Yes and no? है ना? और इसका purpose क्या होता है? Now after that, what you can do? You can store the values like id. You can store one value in it. Like you can store id equal to 7, 6, anything. Only single value. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what it is going to do? जब इस मेमोरी में जब ये बनता है, तो मेमोरी में क्या करता है? Let me take the example. थोड़ा सा मैं बताऊंगा, फिर बाइंड अप करते हैं इसको। ये आपकी it is your complete memory. So what happens that when this will be allocated in the memory, तो कैसे बनेगी? Just see about ये क्या करता है, ये मेमोरी में आपके, just think about that, किसने एक लोकेशन बनाई and it is your id reference. Is it okay? एक वेरिएबल id को और इसको पॉइंट कर दिया. Is it okay?
Yes.
तो आप इसमें आईडी में क्या स्टोर कर सकते हो? एट ए टाइम यू कैन स्टोर ओनली सिंगल वैल्यू. आप इसमें कुछ भी स्टोर करो, whatever you want to store, 7, 8, 9, 6, but you can store only single value. यानी एक रेफरेंस, यूजिंग वन सिंगल रेफरेंस यू कैन स्टोर सिंगल वैल्यू. इज इट ओके?
Yes.
अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं, अगर if you have a requirement that using a single reference variable you want to store multiple values. कैसे? आप चाहते हो कि रेफरेंस वेरिएबल मेरा एक ही हो, लेकिन वैल्यूज में एक ही का यूज करके, एक वैल्यू मेमोरी में कहीं 7 रखी है, कहीं 8 रखी है, कहीं 9 रखी है, मैं यूज करूं, सबके लिए अलग अलग वेरिएबल यूज ना करूं. आई डोंट वांट टू यूज ए बी सी डी, आई वांट टू यूज अ सिंगल रेफरेंस वेरिएबल. सो एक्चुअली व्हाट इज हैविंग, यू आर सेविंग द मेमोरी. आप सेविंग मेमोरी को सेव कर रहे हो. तो उस कॉन्सेप्ट को यूज करने के लिए वी यूज अ कॉन्सेप्ट दैट इज कॉल्ड एरे. तो देखो, अगर मैं सी के आगे, इंट के आगे स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट लगा दूं, यू नो दैट नाउ दिस रेफरेंस वेरिएबल आईडी कैन पॉइंट मल्टीपल वैल्यूज. ठीक है? और ये कॉन्सेप्ट है. सो ये हम कॉन्सेप्ट कब पढ़ेंगे? एरे. जब व्हेन आई विल शो यू दैट व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ एरे, हाउ यू कैन असाइन, एंड इट इज वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक. ठीक है?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like aware like we store the values in index.
Yes,
Index.
exactly. That's why I'm saying that what happens in that case, when you are storing multiple values, actually, instead of using a single block, you actually use a sequence of blocks, something like that. This one, this one. Same references variable is pointing to 3 blocks. Yes or no? Same is
Yes.
only how it is going. First block, it is defined index 1, 0 part, 1 part, and second. But variable is still one, single one. So you trust me, it is very interesting topic, and you will definitely, all your doubts will be clear. I will tell you definitely. I'm sure I can bet on that you will understand. Okay.
Yes.
Anything else? Anything else?
No.
No. Okay, so I'm binding the session for the day, and if you have any doubt, you can ping me on WhatsApp, and I will share the recording within half hour. Is it okay?
Okay.
Thank
Pradeep, do we
you.
have any PDF notes with you, like that you can share?
I can share, but I will not suggest you. Reason is that what happened that if you will, I will give you the PDF. You will only read that PDF. I want to make sure that you should go to the internet and do one thing. Try to check the definition of class, instant variable, class variable, and also check with that I'm telling you the right thing or wrong thing. Trust me, this is the one thing, because using this concept, you can learn different aspect of a different aspect of definitions of a concept. And what happens sometimes, you can see there are multiple definitions of a class. I can give you. Class is a custom data type. Have you ever seen this definition? Class is a custom data type.
Mm-hmm.
No, but when you go to the internet, you will find it. Class is a collection of objects having similar property. Class is a blueprint. Class sometimes white print. Class is a custom data type. When you go to the internet, when you go to the internet, you will come to Pradeep. I have somewhere I've seen that it is written class is a custom data type. Can you tell me how it is a custom data type? Otherwise, I will give a fixed definition. An interview, you will say, what is class? You will say, class is a collection of objects having similar properties. How you are different from others? Yes or no?
Okay.
Okay, but don't worry, still you want the documentation, I will give you, but that will the same document, same few definitions that you will learn. I will suggest you that you have a proper 5 days time, go and explore the internet and see whatever I'm telling you about each and every concept, that is right or wrong. Maybe I'm telling you the wrong thing, आप तो गलत direction में चले जाओगे. Yes or no? So you should help yourself and me, just explore whatever I'm telling you, that is right or wrong. Is it okay?
Yes.
But still, if you want, I will share the document. That is not a big deal for me. Is it okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.